Welcome back here with us on Times Now. Viewers, the visuals that came out of Bengaluru this morning may go down as the most symbolic frames of Karnataka's power transition. Because even before any official announcement, the message has already been written on camera. Siddaramaiah and DK Shivakumar embracing each other. Take a look at this picture. They hugged it out. DK Shivakumar, who is 14 years younger than Siddaramaiah, touched the Chief Minister's feet and took his blessings as well. From smiles to handshakes to sitting next to each other at the breakfast table, everything looked like a carefully choreographed political transfer of power, scripted by the High Command in the national capital. The Karnataka Home Minister, G. Parmeshwara, who also sat next to Siddaramaiah at the breakfast meeting, informed the media about the agenda of the meeting. Listen in.
Chief Minister has called all the ministers for a breakfast, and before he submits the resignation, he wants to thank all the ministers for their cooperation and things like that. That's why he has called a breakfast meeting.
And we have some breaking inputs coming in. Chief Minister Siddaramaiah has thanked all the ministers for supporting him all this while. He said in this meeting that he was asked to make way for the new person. And this is the latest update that we're getting. It's an inside scoop on what Chief Minister Siddaramaiah said during this breakfast meeting with all the ministers. And he also reportedly said he will do whatever Rahul Gandhi asks him to do. In fact, sources have now told us that CM has told ministers that he is going to step down. It's a power transfer signal that has come directly from the horse's mouth from Chief Minister Siddaramaiah himself. And if you look at the way things have really moved in the last few days, the power transition looks absolutely smooth, because in other states we have seen some bitter battles, but that did not happen in Karnataka. Imran as well as Neha joining us live right now for more on this. Imran, to you first. Now, what we have learned from sources, what Siddaramaiah reportedly told his colleagues, one thing is clear. He has decided to make way for the next leader. That's going to be DK Shivakumar. But the question now is, what is going to be given to Siddaramaiah in return? Okay, we'll try and reconnect with Imran in just a bit. There's some problem with the connection out there. Let me go across to Neha Hebale as well. Neha, if I could ask the same question, what is it that you're learning? Chief Minister Siddaramaiah, as per sources, has told his colleagues he's decided to step down, making way for another leader, most likely DK Shivakumar. In return, I want to understand from you, what is it that the High Command has offered him?
Well, that's the big question that, still arises here. What we pick up is that the discussion between the High Command and Chief Minister Siddaramaiah was, in fact, a closed-door one, and a very discreet one at that, with just limited people in that meeting. Sources initially suggested that the Chief Minister was, in fact, asked to move towards Rajya Sabha and, in fact, take up a role over there. However, of course, now what the Chief Minister decides, of course, is going to be crucial, because one thing that the Congress party has often been plagued with in various states of course, the country has been infighting. Now, is that something that's going to be acceptable to the Chief Minister? If not, then what role, of course, would he be given is a big question that still arises. Even as we're here right now outside the Chief Minister's residence, where the breakfast meeting currently of all of the cabinet ministers and his deputy also is underway, one question that still remains is, even as the Chief Minister might be on his way out, he is going to try and ensure that his loyalists, his supporters and those who've backed him quite vocally in the past are given plump positions in the new cabinet that the new Chief Minister, whoever that may be, forms. Now, what's also important, of course, here is that the Deputy Chief Minister, of course, even as, he's being portrayed right now to be the next in line, as far as the Chief Minister is concerned, he's really not going to back down so easily. Being one of the senior most OBC leaders in the state, being given multiple opportunities to administer his governance for the state, he's been known to be a mass leader for the Congress party. what really is at stake for him if he steps away now from the post of Chief Minister, and what is it that the High Command, of course, has really offered to him that's probably managed to convince him, because that's the indication that we're getting right now, that he's ready to step down. We'll really have to wait and see what comes out after the breakfast meeting.
Absolutely, Neha. Do stay with us. We have reactions also coming in because obviously it is this crucial breakfast meet which is likely to decide the future of Karnataka. Earlier, we had that confirmation. Siddaramaiah is going to step down. 45-minute long personal huddle, one-on-one huddle held with DK Shivakumar. Let's listen into all the reactions coming in first.
सिद्धरामैया साहब बहुत ज्येष्ठ नेता है, हमारे सीनियर लीडर है, और उनको उनका सम्मान वो किया जाएगा। पार्टी में उन्होंने बड़ा योगदान दिया है, मुख्यमंत्री करके अच्छा काम किया है। तो ये सिचुएशन में कुछ नया नेतृत्व, यंग नेतृत्व लाकर सीनियर लोगों को सम्मान करके उनको अच्छी जगह में उनको काम करने के लिए संधि दिया जाए, चांस मिले तो अच्छी बात है ना। और जो आज बदल होते जा रहा है, वहाँ के निर्णय हाईकमान ने सोच समझ कर लिया है।
And we have another breaking coming in. Siddaramaiah likely to submit his resignation today. It is obviously a very action-packed day. CM likely to visit Raj Bhavan post 3 today. Sidda may hand over his resignation to the Gov Secretary. Remember, Governor is unlikely to return today. That's what sources had told us. But that is not going to change the Karnataka power shift. Siddaramaiah Governor meet may be unlikely, but Siddaramaiah likely to hand over his resignation to the Gov Secretary. We have Neha who's joining us live on the broadcast. So Neha, you have obviously the source-based information coming in. While the governor is unlikely to return to the state, that is unlikely to, delay Siddaramaiah's decision. He is likely to go to the governor house post 3 p.m., submit his resignation, even if it is to the secretary to the governor.
This is what we've been discussing all morning, that even if the governor himself, of course, isn't physically present at the Lok Bhavan where the Chief Minister would have to, of course, tender his resignation, he could, in fact, send it either to the office of the governor or, of course, it could be sent via fax as well. The technicalities of this are a plethora right now. However, we've seen what's happened in the past in some states as well, where the governors, in fact, have insisted that they meet the chief ministers in person before resigning, or for that matter, at other times where resignations via fax have also been accepted. So what we do gather right now is, following the breakfast meeting, even as you have the Chief Minister and Deputy Chief Minister both there, they are going to be going their separate ways is what we gather. While the Chief Minister would in fact, be possibly stepping down, handing over his resignation to the office of the Governor, because there's no clarity at this point as to when Governor Thawarchand Gehlot would be back in Bengaluru. He's on a personal visit in Indore right now. The health of one of his family members there having deteriorated is what's being said. So there's no proper clarity on when the Governor would return, but likely that's not really going to be delaying the Chief Minister's decision or the formalities as such that are to follow after he decides to step down.
All right, and we have more breaking news coming in, viewers. This is obviously a power-packed day, back-to-back breaking news, which is coming in. Let's take a look at the next breaking news, which is coming in. As we were telling you, viewers, Karnataka power tussle growing. Priyank Kharge's Deputy Chief Minister buzz is also growing. There's a special puja held for Priyank Kharge. Congress workers are backing him for the post of the Deputy Chief Minister. We have CEOs also who are batting for him, religious leaders for him to be made the Deputy Chief Minister. What are the caste equations on play? Why is his name coming, to the fore? To explain us all of this and more, Imran joining us live on the broadcast. Imran, Priyank Kharge's Deputy Chief Minister post bus, that seems to be growing. Give us all the update related to the same. I believe a special puja also has been performed for him.
Well, absolutely. Today we saw that several places puja is being performed. One for DK Shivakumar in Mysuru, and here in Kalburgi, there where special puja is being performed for Priyank Kharge. In fact, one of the seer in Kalburgi has demanded Deputy Chief Minister post for Priyank Kharge. He says that Kalyana Karnataka region, which comprise of the couple of districts there in North Karnataka, says a very backward region. They need to be represented in the cabinet, and Priyank Kharge is an able leader. He should be given the Deputy Chief Minister post. I have with my colleague Somit also, who was getting inside information. Somit, protests are happening there in Kalburgi, demanding Deputy CM post for Priyank. Priyank is there inside the meeting. You also broke inside information about what happened. Chief Minister conveyed to his cabinet colleagues. Take us through that.
Well, Imran, what exactly we got to know as of now is that, one side protest is going on, one side not just Priyank Kharge, but also even other leaders, they are banking for their, post, because we are asking cabinet positions, we are, asking deputy chief minister positions, and when it comes to the Dalit leadership, they are also aiming for a big post. And because there is this transition expected in the top, leadership, it is expected that DK's camp will be getting more number of, cabinet berths. So, Imran, as of now, what we have also learned from the sources is that CM Sidda has thanked all the ministers while, in the meeting, because the meeting has now been going on since last around couple of hours, so nearly 2 hours. So CM Sidda has thanked all the ministers for supporting him all the while, and CM Sidda has also said in the meeting that he was asked to make a way for the new person, and we know that who that new person is. And also, he said that I will do what Rahul Gandhi has asked me to do, is what exactly he has stated. So hence he will step down, is what he said. And you can also shed some light who will that new person will be, and who is going to take the top position in the Karnataka, because it's a big day, and what is expected in the coming days. Can you just shed some light?
One more also that important is that yesterday itself the Backward Class Commission report was submitted. In the backdrop of it, which gives out new statistics and reorganizing the communities, statistics were coming. Last time it was published, there was a lot of furore from the forward communities, especially
yes.
Lingayats and Vakalikas, saying that their communities have been underrepresented, because that showed that
the caste equations, caste arithmetic also obviously have to be sorted out. You two, please wait, because we have more breaking news which is coming in. I believe that power breakfast meet is over. Leaders also expected to arrive out any time now. That's the latest breaking news coming in. Obviously, remember, this was the crucial meeting, all crucial breakfast meet, which was held. About 32 ministers attended the meeting. In fact, right before the meeting, there was a 45-minute one-on-one meeting which was held between Siddaramaiah and DKS. And after that, we had those pictures, obviously, of the hugs, the diplomacy. DK Shivkumar obviously seeking Siddaramaiah's blessings. And we will put out those visuals also on the screen for you, the latest visuals which had come in. Meanwhile, my colleague Neha is live with us. Neha, I believe that power meeting is over. Can you give us more details as to what really transpired in this meeting?
Well, of course, we gather right now outside the Chief Minister's residence while, the activity, of course, hasn't begun yet right now, with leaders set to leave. What is evidently visible here is that, yes, as the security, of course, is gearing up for arrangements, it does appear that the breakfast meeting, of course, has ended right now. Remember, it's been quite a long meeting here, over an hour and about 15-20 minutes, nearly 1.5 hours. A lot of deliberations were held, is what's being said, and a lot of talk, of course, the most important issue of the hour in the state of Karnataka being that the Chief Minister, in fact, would be stepping down. What is crucial here is, has he announced his resignation yet or not to the cabinet, is something, of course, that, we'd obviously be asking the leaders as they step out from here and decide to go their own ways. But it's also now going to be imperative to track the movements here of the Deputy Chief Minister. Remember, of course, he's been gunning right now as a front runner. If at all CM Siddaramaiah does resign, then likely next in line, of course, by all obvious means here, has been pointing towards him. What deliberations, what discussions were held, something we'd find out shortly. Our colleagues Somit and Imran also, of course, who are here on ground, who've been tracking all of the developments, will keep our viewers abreast with this and try and bring in the latest reactions.
Absolutely, and we can see a lot of action in your frame as well. Obviously, that crucial breakfast meet over. I believe Zaka also joining us live on the broadcast. Zaka, what is expected next? I believe that breakfast meet is over. Next, Siddaramaiah likely to tender his resignation, because information was coming in earlier that he could go to the Governor House and hand over his resignation to the Governor's Secretary.
So we're given to understand that the breakfast meeting that the Chief Minister had called all his cabinet colleagues for, that is concluded now. You can expect some of the ministers to now start leaving in the next few minutes from the residence of the Chief Minister. We're given to understand that the Chief Minister has conveyed his decision to the cabinet colleagues of his intention to step down. That was agreed upon between the High Command and him when they met in Delhi a couple of days ago, and the High Command had said to him that they expect him to step down and the transition to be smooth. So the Chief Minister has told his colleagues that he intends to step down and he will meet the governor as soon as the governor is back. Remember, the governor is not in Bangalore right now. He's gone to visit an ailing relative in Madhya Pradesh, and he's expected either later tonight or maybe tomorrow. So it could get delayed. At least the official sort of delivery of the resignation letter could possibly get delayed by a few days, if not a few hours. But I think the important thing is there was a picture of cordiality, there was a picture of smoothness between DK Shivkumar and Siddaramaiah at the breakfast meeting. You saw them hugging each other. You saw DK falling at the feet of the Chief Minister, seeking his blessings. And then there was an overall cordial atmosphere in the entire breakfast meeting. Now, of course, the lobbying, the jockeying, the backdoor parleys will happen for who will get accommodated in the new cabinet under DK Shivkumar, because let's face it, at the end of the day, the change of Chief Ministership is not just restricted to the change at the top, but it will also involve change of many of the cabinet ministers. I'm given to understand that the directive from the High Command, particularly from Rahul Gandhi, is that he wants to see a generational shift, a generational transformation happening in the Karnataka state unit, and he believes now is the time to do it, 2 years before the state goes to polls in 2028. So I think that message has been conveyed to Siddaramaiah, it's been conveyed to DK Shivkumar. So now the question is, what happens to Mr. Siddaramaiah's loyalists, many of them who are on the other side of 70, much like he is? What happens to them? Do they get accommodated? Will they also get phased out, like Mr. Siddaramaiah is getting phased out? Or will they be accommodated, for example, in positions in the party organization? Or will some of them get moved to Delhi? These are the questions that will be debated upon, but it looks likely that about half, maybe around 15 or so candidates who are part of the Siddaramaiah cabinet who will likely step down along with him. So in the next few minutes, anytime now, you can expect ministers to start coming out one after another after the conclusion of this breakfast meeting. So we'll see if any of them actually speaks to the waiting media. Some of them might choose to give sound bites, but formally we expect the Chief Minister also, the outgoing Chief Minister, to speak to the media. Maybe after he meets the governor and tenders in his resignation, he will have to announce to the public at large of his decision to step down. So we can expect that as well in the next few hours.
Well, absolutely. And I believe Neha is also live with us. Neha, if you could give us more details, information which you are breaking on the screen as well, because we had some more information coming in far as, the inside scoop from the meeting is concerned. What is it that you are learning from your sources? What did Siddaramaiah say in this particular breakfast meet?
Well, of course, at this point, it's quite evident from the movement outside the Chief Minister's residence that the breakfast meeting has not concluded yet. But, of course, probably towards the latter stages of ending is what sources are saying. As of now, as you'd see, the security also, of course, rather relaxed here. There's not too much, barricades being moved around. There's not a lot of hectic parleys or activity here for that matter. But, of course, the crucial discussion that's taking place right now about possibly the Chief Minister conveying to his cabinet colleagues that, this might be his last breakfast meeting, officially, handing over that baton, discussions around that as well. And what next now going forward for the cabinet? Probably on a lighter note, of course, here the Chief Minister also addressing each of the ministers about, the work that he's done over the years and what, would be expected maybe from them to take forward as far as administration and state government matters are concerned. One other aspect, of course, that we've so far not really spoken about is the opposition that has been attacking the government over, the Game of Thrones that's been taking place and development taking a backseat. probably now also trying to ensure that, the focus remains on development, not giving ammo to the opposition here to keep their attack, at an all-time high. A lot of matters that are currently being discussed, but clearly, of course, the breakfast meeting still on in full swing.
All right, it's almost 12 already. Interesting that the breakfast meet is still over, spilling over to a brunch, if I could call it that. But obviously, every news breaking first on Times Now from Scoop as to what happened in this particular meeting and the fact that Siddaramaiah is likely to tender his resignation. Karnataka power play, the Game of Thrones literally playing out in Karnataka. That's going to be our top focus stories. We'll slip into a short commercial break. This is our top story on the other side of the break as well. Please don't go anywhere.